Formerly a British protectorate that relied heavily on the pearling industry, Qatar has transformed itself since midway through the 20th century. The discovery of oil and natural gas reserves and subsequent exploitation of these natural resources following World War II led to an explosion of wealth for this Persian Gulf nation. Today, Qatar boasts one of the fastest growing economies, expanding into the technology and investment industries in recent years. As a result, modern Qatar is opening its doors to the world, showing off its true colors. In 2022, the Football World Cup will be the highlight of the country's amazing rise to the world stage. Delivered by Aspire's own foundation, the stadium takes its name from Bayt al-Shawar, tents historically used by nomadic people in Qatar and the Gulf region. In common with Qatar's famous hospitality, Bayt Stadium welcomes guests from far and wide, entertaining them and inviting them to experience the country's traditional culture. The stadium design honors Qatar's past and present, while keeping one eye on the future of the community. With Qatar's sustainability goals firmly in mind, its creation will be a model of green development. Facilities for the community are springing up around it. As well as providing a first-class venue for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, this arena is a shining example for future stadium construction. One of Qatar's oldest continuously inhabited areas, Al Waqif was long a center for pearl diving and fishing. The traditional dhow boats used in these pursuits inspired the design of Janoub Stadium. At its inauguration, a stunning pre-match show paid tribute to Al Waqif's heritage and to Zaha Hadid, the architect whose firm designed the stadium's boldly futuristic shape. The Emir Cup 2019 final, which saw QSL side Al Duhail emerge victorious over Al Sadd, provided a taste of the experience fans will enjoy at this FIFA World Cup venue. Another full house witnessed a semi-final of the 24th edition of the Arabian Gulf Cup in December 2019 when Qatar took on Saudi Arabia. The 80,000-seat Lusail Stadium will embody Qatar's ambition and its passion for sharing Arab culture with the world. It is here that the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 final will be staged, with billions around the globe watching on. The design of this magnificent stadium is inspired by the interplay of light and shadow that characterizes the Fanar lantern. Its shape and facade echo the intricate decorative motifs on bowls, vessels and other art pieces found across the Arab and Islamic world during the rise of civilization in the region. Welcome to Education City, a vibrant center of knowledge and innovation, with an unforgettable 40,000-seat stadium at its heart. The official completion of Education City Stadium, on June 15, 2020, was marked with a special TV program to showcase the third match-ready FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 venue. The stadium's most direct contribution to international development will come after it has hosted matches through to the quarterfinals stage of the tournament. An exciting new dawn has come to one of Qatar's most historic cities, which sits close to Doha on the way to beautiful desert landscapes. The gateway to the desert opened its doors to the world on December 18, 2020 with a spectacular debut that included the Emir Cup final. Al Rayyan, where Ahmad Bin Ali Stadium is located, is known for its love of traditions and local culture, as well as its hugely popular football team, Al Rayyan Sports Club. The close-knit community here is deeply committed to the team, whose new arena will host up to 40,000 fans at FIFA World Cup 2022 matches through to the quarterfinal stage. Ahmad Bin Ali Stadium, built on the site of a venue with the same name, incorporates symbols of Qatari culture into its spectacular undulating facade. The facilities surrounding the stadium also mirror the country, with sand dune-shaped structures recalling the beautifully wild lands to the west. Al Rayyan welcomes football fans from around the world with open arms, eager to show them the rich culture of Qatar. Thumama Stadium's inauguration was as host of the 49th Emir Cup final on Friday, October 22, 2021. The match, close to the heart of all Qataris, was a fitting occasion to open a stadium steeped in local culture. Located 12 kilometers south of Doha's glittering skyline, Thumama Stadium will host FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 matches up to and including the quarterfinals. Thumama Stadium is dynamic, empowering and truly imaginative. In keeping with all of Qatar's new FIFA World Cup 2022 venues, This arena has been designed to celebrate Arab culture and traditions, just as much as the tournament itself. The stadium's bold, circular form reflects the ghafiya, a traditional woven cap adorned by men and boys all across the Middle East for centuries. Stadium 974's innovative design is inspired by Qatar's worldwide trade and seafaring. 974 is the international dialing code for Qatar, as well as the exact number of shipping containers used in construction. The innovative 40,000-seat venue has a remarkable design, and will be the first fully demountable tournament venue in FIFA World Cup history. This sets a new standard in sustainability and introduces bold new ideas in tournament legacy planning. Located across the water from Doha's dazzling West Bay skyline, Stadium 974 is a spectacular venue for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 matches. Following the tournament's conclusion, the stadium will make way for a waterfront development for local people to enjoy. In May 2017, Qatar celebrated the reopening of its most beloved stadium with a spectacular inauguration ceremony and by hosting the final of the Emir Cup. To warm up for its FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 fixtures, the stadium has hosted Arabian Gulf Cup and FIFA Club World Cup matches, as well as the IAAF World Athletics Championships. The new Khalifa International Stadium was delivered by Aspire Zone Foundation, one of the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy stakeholders. The Aspire Park is the biggest in the city, which isn't classified as a tourist attraction as such. However, it stands as a splendid contrast to the characteristics surrounding desert landscape and is an exceptional jewel to realize and experience whilst in Doha. With a total area of 880,000 square meters, it is an amazingly huge and super lush park, complete with sports grounds, children's play area, green areas, trees for shade, jogging track with rubber flooring, gorgeous fountains and eateries. The Aspire Park offers not just green space for a good walk or jog, but it also has a big lake with aquatic animals, which is an additional touch of nature that visitors can enjoy with cafes and green shades, adding to the aesthetic appeal of the park. Aspire Park can be a good getaway after a long day of shopping at the neighboring Villaggio and Hyatt Plaza malls. With an eye to both the amusement for kids and the activities of many sports enthusiasts, this park has provided the required diversity for those who enjoy outdoor activities. City Center Mall is centrally located in West Bay, right in the middle of the business district. It is one of Qatar's oldest shopping centers, and although currently undergoing a massive facelift, the mall is open and fully operational. Located at the point where the Middle East meets Asia, the tiny peninsular state of Qatar has long been a melting pot of cultures. With a staggering array of cultural venues, including museums, galleries and public art, Qatar offers a potent mix of tradition and modernism. Spelled in the ancient manner, Qatar is a self-styled cultural village nestled between the gleaming financial district of West Bay and the half-moon towers of the Pearl residential neighborhood. Bordered by a vast beach on one side and the twin Qatar Hills on the other, Qatar is Doha's go-to destination for art, culture and cuisine. Qatar Mosque, designed by Turkey's Zeynep Fadiloglu, who is believed to be the first female architect to specialize in mosques. The mosque features Persian and Turkish tile and enamel work in shades of blue and gold, proffering a stark contrast to the surrounding buildings. With decor inspired by the Dolmabahce Palace in Istanbul, the minaret, dome, and prayer niche, mihrab, draw from famous mosques across the Muslim world. Next to the mosque, one can see the unmistakable pigeon towers, oblong structures with holes and perches for pigeons. Spread over 3,275 square meters, this classical Greek-style amphitheater reflects Islamic influences, particularly in its arched entrances. Accommodating up to 5,000 spectators, it affords stellar views of the sea on one side and the cultural village on the other. Museum of Islamic Art, Offshore Museum in Doha, Qatar, located on the southern end of Doha Bay. It is noted for its vast collection of Islamic art spanning 1,300 years. The museum, which opened in 2008, was designed by the Pritzker Prize-winning Chinese-American architect I.M. Pei, with an interior designed by Jean-Michel Wilmot. While it maintains a style typical of Pei's work, the building incorporates elements that can be seen in ancient Middle Eastern structures. Its collection includes many prized examples of Arabic calligraphy, early Islamic books, ceramics, glass, ivory, jewelry, metalwork, miniatures, textiles, and woodwork. Its faceted exterior planes and the breadth and layout of its interiors speak of a modern architecture but also of the essence of Islam. From the last century, the culture is what has promoted innovation in this part of the Gulf, and with the fusion of the work of the architect Impey and the French designer-architect Jean-Michel Wilmot, a bridge has been built that crosses the centuries, linking the culture Islam material with art and architecture. As one approaches the building, the entire weight of the structure begins to decrease, and the forms become more imposing. The bridge, flanked by rows of tall palm trees, is placed diagonally to the entrance, which makes the stacked geometric shapes appear more angular and the contrast between the light and the most extreme shadow. The museum, which consists of two buildings, the main one with 5 floors and 4,225 square meters of exhibition space, and the two-story educational wing connected to the first one through a central courtyard, is connected to the coast by 2 pedestrian bridges and a vehicular bridge. The National Museum of Qatar emerges from a desert that has ventured all the way to the sea, is also worth visiting. Shopping is a popular pastime in Doha, where a swanky mall or high-end designer store is always close at hand. But if you're after something with a more authentic feel, as well as a great night out, Souq Waqif is the place to be. This labyrinth bazaar, whose name translates to standing market, is the Qatari capital's oldest souk and a major tourist destination on its own. Its covered passageways are stuffed with dozens of tiny stores showcasing their wares piled high along the market's mud-coated stone walls. If you stroll around its narrow lanes when you travel here, you'll find everything from garments to spices, perfumes to diamonds, scented oils to falcons, and much more. Not just a thriving marketplace, Souq Waqif is also home to a wide range of traditional-style restaurants and casual cafes which offer a diverse variety of local and regional flavors. There are also shisha lounges and charming antique stores, as well as art galleries and luxurious boutique hotels. A melting pot for locals and foreigners, this is the place to browse and explore, barter and shop, relax and mingle. The trick is to sample it all, according to Amal Al-Shamari, chief executive of Embrace Doha, a local platform organizing cultural sessions and events to introduce Qatari culture to expatriates and visitors. From the buildings, through the smells of the food and spices, to the beautifully intricate handicrafts, the souk offers an interaction with the Qatari culture, he says. It is today one of the most culturally rich places in Doha and a standing piece of Qatar's history. Sitting in the heart of Doha just off its waterfront, the souk site dates 100 years back to a time when Bedouin and local traders would gather here to buy and sell livestock, spices, wool, pearls and other staple goods. But as shopping centers began mushrooming across Doha over the decades, the souk gradually fell into disrepair. After a major fire destroyed much of it in 2003, the market was given a facelift with the aim of preserving its cultural and architectural heritage. One of Doha's most iconic attractions, the Doha Corniche, is a 7-kilometer stretch of gorgeous promenade overlooking the serene waterfront. With a crescent-shaped walkway around the Doha Bay, the Corniche offers the best views of the city's modern skyline, making the epicenter of various occasions such as the National Day celebrations and the National Sports Day. Watch the dhows lighting up the Corniche in the evenings while on your walk around the bay, or simply take a boat ride to soak in the vista of this city. On the subject of lush, the area is not all about glittering skyscrapers and awe-inspiring architecture. Sheraton Hotel Park is ideal for picnics, biking and simply enjoying the wonderful scenery. The park's pyramid-shaped hill affords great views of the stunning West Bay area. Play football, basketball, volleyball, tennis or just cycle your quality time away. Heading south from the Sheraton, Al Dafna Park is one of the most beautiful gardens in Doha. With enchanting views of the Gulf, this delightful space is resplendent with vibrant flora including trees like neem, palm, olive, also seasonal flowers. Take a boat ride, visit the restaurant, let the kids run wild in their play area. The Pearl Qatar is a man-made island near Doha's prestigious West Bay district. Featuring Mediterranean-style yacht-lined marinas, residential towers, villas, and hotels, the area also offers a luxurious shopping experience with premium designer boutiques and showrooms. The island is also home to modern dining spots, from refreshing ice creams to five-star culinary experiences, and stands out for its pedestrian-friendly squares and plazas along with its wide range of landscape gardens. The Pearl is a popular visitor attraction by virtue of its elegance, inviting descriptions such as the Arabian Riviera. The Arabian Riviera is divided into three main areas: Connaught Cartier, the Venice-inspired neighborhood with its colorful buildings, canals and bridges, a real feast for the eyes. Wander around its alleys, take in the views and enjoy a cup of coffee in one of the stylish cafes. Porto Arabia can be described as a modern Mediterranean district, featuring luxurious yachts and dining spots, from mouth-watering ice creams to eclectic flavors from all over the world and street food delicacies. Medina Central introduces plazas, gardens, play areas for the kids, along with plenty of cafes and restaurants, and shops. As the largest mosque in Qatar, Imam Abdul Wahab, also known as the Qatar State Grand Mosque, was inaugurated in 2011. Its simple lines and graceful arches are nonetheless eye-catching, and characteristic of Islamic architectural tradition. The mosque houses 3 libraries, separate prayer and ablution halls for men and women, and special halls for Quran memorization. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share our videos.